is poppin', everybody? My name is David, and today I'm going to show you how we can write out text in After Effects so you can kind of make the text like spell itself or like someone's writing it on the screen. It's a really simple effect, and basically any text animation I do in After Effects, I do this effect at some point. This also works for shapes and designs as well. So I'll get right into it. Myself down here. Cool, so I'm in After Effects right now. I'm going to go ahead and make a new composition. Do just 1920 by 1920, 1080. Frame rate we'll do, I don't know, 30. Yeah, and that should be good. Cool. So I'm going to do Command T for the text, and I'll write out YouTube video. Okay, we got a bunch of weird settings on this text, so let's go ahead and take those off. Make sure it's not all capitalized, and I'll change the font. This works best with script fonts, you know, fonts that look like someone's writing it. So let me pick a cursive font for us to use. Okay, so this is the font that I've chosen, YouTube video. So now what we want to do is select the text layer that we're on. I'm going to press G as the pen tool, which is also up here, and make sure this is highlighted, and then we're just going to go ahead and start drawing out the word. So let's say we're getting to the end of this letter and it's not connected, so I can't keep the line going. What I'm going to do is double click when I'm drawing the last point. That's going to end the mask. And I'm going to select this again, press G, and start on the next one. Start on the next letter. So also what we're doing here is trying to start the, yep, I see I closed the circle there, which messed up the mask, so make sure that these masks don't connect with the first and last point. You have to make sure that they're all individual and that they end in a straight line. I'm also drawing these in the order that someone would write it. So I'm trying to mimic a handwriting motion. So you see I didn't start up here and go around and double up. I started down here and wrapped around. Okay. I'm going to save the cross of the T for the very end. I'm going to do that at the end, so I can keep this line going. Alright. And you can put as many as you'd like. See, once again, I'm trying to follow the line that somebody who would, if there was someone was drawing this with a pen or something, trying to follow the line that they would be. Okay. Okay. Do H the hand tool and drag over. I'm zoomed in a little bit so that I can make sure I'm being accurate with this. So you can zoom in with Z, or just if you're on a mouse pad, you can also just zoom in with your two fingers by stretching it out. Once again, I'm going to save the I, cross my T's and dot my I's. So I'm going to draw it. This D is a little interesting. I'm going to backtrack a little bit here. Okay. Almost done here. Okay. And if you ever select another one, it's going to be hard to continue the mask. You're going to have to start a new one. So if you ever select one, just do Command Z or Control Z if you're on Windows to make sure you're always have the last point highlighted, so that way you can continue the line. And voila! So now everything has been highlighted. You can go in and add points so you can make the mask a little bit more accurate in case you messed up any. Add as many points as you want, but it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be a general thing anyways. So now, after you've gone through and added masks along the whole thing, you can see all the masks down here. What you can do is go to Effects and Presets. If you can't see that, you can change your thing to default or go up to Windows and choose Effects and Preset and type in Stroke. It's under Generate, and then we're gonna make sure that this is selected, and we're gonna double click it. So we've added the stroke effect to this text layer, which with all our masks. And we're going to select all masks. And we're going to go down to Paint Style and say Reveal Original Image. Now, the thing that's going to determine what is showing is this start thing right here. Now we need to change the brush size. The brush size is what's going to determine what shows. Oop, I actually forgot something. We forgot, I'm going to take away this effect, we forgot to cross our T's and dot our I's. So while this is selected, I'm going to go through. It's always better to do less points if you can. Makes the animation smoother later on. Just kind of point right there. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So now when we are at the effect, what we can do, we have to change the brush size to make it larger so it reveals more of the image. And once you do that to a certain amount, you want to have the brush size as small as possible, because when it animates, if it's too big, it'll reveal areas that you don't want it to. And once we do this, we can also start adjusting the masks to make it a little bit more accurate. And then we want it to be as small as possible. So I'm going to increase it to about there. And I think all of our text is revealed with that. And then the last thing you do is add a keyframe. So if you don't know what a keyframe is, basically a keyframe is a bookmark for a specific value of something. So let's say, we end at 100%. So right now we're seeing 100% of the text. We can keyframe that, and that adds a keyframe on the timeline. You can see it right here. See a stroke, which is this effect, which we're editing. That's down here, and then you'll see end, which is what we just added the keyframe on. So I'm going to drag that over to 5 seconds, and then put end. This and this are the same value. They're just in different panels, right? So end can go down here. So as a result, this is the new animation that we have. You see, because of our brush size is too big, we can actually see where the T and the I gets shown because it's really close to this line. So the brush size covers it and reveals it before we want it to. Now we can be really finicky with this and try, and if you want to get super technical you can, and try to make the line like perfect. Like what I would do here is add a pinpoint and scoot it over so that doesn't exactly cross the eye. See, it's still a little better, but it's going to be very hard to get that perfect. You can always reduce the brush size. So, you know, stuff like that. And something you can do is keyframe the brush size too. You could always keyframe the brush size too to make it start small and get bigger once you want to reveal more text. You can keyframe all of these values, so that's just stuff to think about. But in general, you want to have it pretty big. I don't know why that's over there. Okay. So, and that's how you write out text. One other thing you could do is just make it be part of it. Stop fighting and stretch out this add keyframes right here. Or add points right here on the mask, so you don't have to go back and reveal those spots later, so they all get revealed at the same time. Just another option. So yeah. And that is how you make text right out in After Effects. I hope this helps. And if you have any more questions or comments, feel free to leave them below the video. I'm more than happy to answer anything. If you have more requests for videos, feel free to reach out. Hope this helps. Thanks.